Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not son, baby, and this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. You have women who ask themselves a question. They question themselves if a man doesn't call them back after the first date, and it could be various reasons. Those reasons may have to do with you, and they may not have anything to do with you. You dig? And y'all might have not have meshed well. Your personality wasn't conducive with his. You had no chemistry. There was no vibe. There were nothing there. Just dead air. And sometimes you were just there for convenience. He needed something to do. He has your number, and bam, y'all out on a date. And he had no intentions of following up. He just needed something to do, and you were convenience. You feel me? Or you might have burped when y'all went to dinner and didn't say excuse me. You might have farted while y'all were walking together and try to play it off and try to fan yourself on the low. You dig? Or he saw the heel of your foot and it looked like that you were allergic to lotion. You dig? So it could be various reasons of why he did not call you after the first date. You feel me? It could be that you have a personality of a cucumber. You have the IQ of a banana. You have the personality of a pet rock. He would rather watch LeBron James eat a bowl of cereal than to be out on a date with your ass. It could be various reasons why he doesn't call you after the first date. You may not be his flavor. You may not be his cup of Henny. You may not be the woman who he wants. You understand? It may not necessarily be you. It could or it can't. So it could be various reasons. You might have said something stupid. You might have done something dumb. You might have been obnoxious, annoying. Just because you look good, that doesn't mean that a man is going to give you a pass. Because for every good looking woman that every dude wants, there's a dude who's tired of being with her. You feel me? So looks doesn't have to do with anything. It's about your personality. It's about the vibe, the chemistry, and the ingredients that goes into a date that would make both parties want to see each other again. You feel me? So he may not want to call you because, your breath smells like I want to be alone for the rest of my life. Or your body odor smells like, I don't want a man. Or your body odor smells like I don't want anybody around me. You feel me? It could be various reasons. And you got to understand that, men, we could be picky too. We could look at your feet and you have a chipped toenail. The other 9 toes could be on point, but you got a chipped toenail and he's like, she's not for me. You dig? So you got to realize that it may not be you. It may be you, but don't dwell on it too much because, people enter and leave your life for a reason. If that man doesn't want you, then chalk that up. Chalk that up to experience, because you should love those who love you and don't fret over people who don't want to be with you. You can't force somebody to be with you. You can't extort a conversation. You can't bribe somebody to socialize with you. You feel me? So, the dating scene, it could be tedious because you don't know if this dude, he's showing a certain representation of himself. You don't know if he's a wolf in sheep clothing. You don't know if he's lying, he's a facade. He's not the dude who he says he is, and all that stuff that goes into the dating game. And always have your antennas high. And if he doesn't call you, then you really didn't lose anything because 9.99999 out of 10 times he paid for the date or y'all went Dutch. And ladies, when you go out on a date with a man, don't see it as a date, see it as an experience. He might have taken you somewhere that you never been before. You dig? And that experience, that newness trumps over whether or not he want to call you back, because you got to look at it that it's his loss. When you're a woman and you know that you could bring something to the table that he built and he doesn't want to deal with you, then, don't boo-hoo and cry about it. It is what it is. See the situation for what it is instead of what it should be. You saying that you should be with this man and this dude should call you, but it is what it is. You should be realistic. You should be pragmatic. So it could be various reasons of why a man don't want to call you. You probably didn't put out. you probably didn't want to give up the draws. And if a dude doesn't want to deal with you because you're not giving him that yin yang for that itty bitty bang bang, then you shouldn't be with him anyway. You feel me? So love those who love you and don't fret over people who don't want to be with you. If he doesn't call you, then that's his loss. Real talk. Don't get on your Mary J. Blige shit and go on Facebook and talk about men ain't shit. They don't know a good woman if it hits them upside the head and nutty shit like that. Don't ever let a man knock you off your square. Don't ever let a man force you to act out of character. Don't ever let a man force you to be emotional, especially when you don't know this dude from a hole in the wall. You feel me? So, ladies, if you're on point, you have nothing to worry about it. You look good, you smell good, your conversation game is on point. You have nothing to worry about. He may not be for you and vice versa. But, if you don't know how to stimulate a man, if you don't know how to hold down a conversation, if your body odor is not on point, if your breath, you got the dragon, you know what I'm saying? You got that fire breath, you got the fire, make sure you're on point. And if you look crusty, you look dusty, you look like you're allergic to showers and lotion and cocoa butter, toothpaste is your best friend. And you got to realize that freshness should not be your enemy. You know what I'm saying? It should be your best friend. You feel me? So I'm done clowning. So I just want to talk to the ladies right quick. Don't fret over the small stuff. It's his loss and it is what it is. You feel me? So, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark. This is your host, Not Some, baby. Check out my website at www.notsonbase.com. Once again, that's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my website. And also shoot me an email at swingapodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that's swingapodcast@gmail.com, and shoot me with any questions and or concerns that you may have that could possibly be addressed on a future episode. And also check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. It's a great read, and it will take you out of the harshness of reality and into the fantasies of orgasms. Ow. And until next time, peace.